Physics is the study of fundamental principles that rule the physical world around us. It can be seen in our everyday life. One summer, I took a Caribbean cruise with my husband. As we got in line to board the cruise ship, I thought to myself, how do cruise ships stay afloat? Gravity is the force that pulls everything downward, but the opposing force is called buoyancy. Archimedes of Syracuse was a Greek mathematician and physicist who developed the Archimedes principle. As he stepped foot into a tub, he noticed that the water level rose. The Archimedes principle states that a body partially or completely immersed in a fluid is buoyed up by force equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the body. Cruise ships stay afloat because of buoyancy and displacement. Buoyant force of a fluid is equal to the weight of the displaced liquid. The vessel must displace the same amount of water that is equal to its weight. As long as the density of the ship is not greater than the water, it will stay afloat. You can calculate a ship's density by dividing the mass and the volume of the ship. Too much cargo can cause a ship's density to be greater than the water and cause the ship to sink. As we set sail, I know that gravity, buoyancy, and density are working together to keep the ship afloat. During our cruise, we went to a circus act one evening in the theater. Amongst the many acts was a tightrope walker. I noticed she was carrying a pole as she walked on the rope. I was wondering if the pole helps her balance. According to physics, the tightrope walker uses a rotational inertia. Rotational inertia is a measure of an object's resistance to changes in rotation. The mass of the pole is far from the axis of rotation, which is the midpoint. Therefore, the pole has a rotational inertia. The longer the pole, the more inertia it creates. If the tightrope walker begins to lose her balance, the rotational inertia of the pole can help her readjust her balance. On our last day of the cruise, as we were boarding the ship, I skipped a step and fell on my ankle. I was in extreme pain, and a crew member escorted me on a wheelchair to the clinic on board the ship. The doctor came in and requested an x-ray of my ankle since it was becoming very swollen. X-rays were discovered by German physicist Wilhelm Röntgen. X-rays use high-frequency electromagnetic waves that pass through the soft tissue of the body to create an image of the bones. Using X-ray imaging, the doctor was able to see that my ankle was fractured and he treated it accordingly. During our cruise, we experienced several principles of physics. Physics can explain many things we encounter daily, from walking, cooking, to how electronics work. Physics has been an essential instrument to advancements in medicine. Thanks to physics, we also communicate with loved ones who live far away through telephone calls and emails. The influence of physics can be seen everywhere.